Hi everyone, happy Wellness Wednesday. My name is Holly. If you are new to our videos, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. If you click the link that is with this video, it'll bring you to all of our videos and there's a lot of good stuff there. So today we are filming in my kitchen because we are going to be talking about some nutritional stuff. If I end up moving it all, we're just going to ignore that pile of dirty dishes over there, okay? Deal? Yes? Okay, great. A little background about me. I have been with Catholic Charities for a couple years now. I'm the wellness coordinator there, but in the previous years, for about 20 years, I have been working in all things health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, you name it. When it comes to nutrition, I feel pretty passionate about it. I think a lot of the reason for that is because I have kind of gone down some bad roads with nutrition, which often happens with people who work in the fitness industry or people who are very serious in the working out gym type stuff. So I did some competing years ago, all different kind of stuff, and I did some pretty restricting diets. So I myself and a lot of people that I know have gone down those roads, and it was pretty scary, and I like to pass on the things that I've learned to try to help. What we're going to be talking about today is intuitive eating. So this may come natural to many people, but for some it may not. And especially in today's world, we're stressed, right? And a lot of times people are emotional eaters, right? You might be stressed out, and maybe even if you're not, maybe if you're just bored, you're going to the fridge and looking for all the answers to your problems. It's totally normal. Everybody probably has been there, right? So intuitive eating is just kind of knowing what's going on. Are you really hungry? Like, are you feeling hungry? Okay, is it that, or is it like you're emotionally hungry? You're wanting to eat because you're stressed out. Stuff like that. So really paying attention to whether or not you're actually hungry. Okay, so the nice thing about intuitive eating is there's not really any restrictions. You're not on a certain diet. You're not just eating salad the whole day. There's no good or bad foods. So I think a lot of times people just assume, oh, okay, you're doing some kind of a diet, you must just be eating salads all the time. And I know that we've talked about this before in our previous videos. You don't really want to label food as good or bad food. That's not really a good idea, and there's whole science behind that. If you're thinking that a food is bad or good, it's not a good idea, okay? It's gonna make you maybe not want to eat the good nutritious food, and it'll also make you want to binge like crazy when you do have, like if you restrict for a long time, especially with things that are sweet, you may end up binging on those type of foods. So one of the ways to honor your hunger, okay? So say you think you're hungry, okay? One of the things that you could try to do is, first of all, think about, how am I feeling right now? You could even keep a journal. That's actually a tip that I admit this because I think everybody should at sometimes. You need to talk to somebody. I went to a couple therapy sessions when I was going down a bad road with my nutrition, and she had told me, okay, when you're thinking about eating, and maybe you're not so hungry, maybe you're thinking about binging, you're gonna lose control, you're gonna eat a whole box of Oreos or something like that, get a pen, write down how you feel, wait 10 minutes, have some water. If 10 minutes goes by and you still feel like, no, I need it, okay, maybe give into it. But probably in those next 10 minutes, you're gonna be like, you know what, no, I wrote down, I'm feeling emotional, I'm stressed out, I'm thinking about this and this and this. So instead, you're not honoring your hunger with the food, you're honoring your emotions. Okay, so you want to eat until you're full. What I also like about this is how we said, it's really not restricting. We're not labeling food as good and bad. You're just going to eat when you're hungry, eat until you're full, and then be done. Other ways that you can do this, so this is kind of like taking it away from oh, I'm on a diet for weight loss. Kind of like the same thing with exercise. You're shifting your thought process from oh, I'm gonna exercise because I want to lose 10 pounds. Instead, think to yourself, I want to exercise because it makes me feel good. Okay, And along with doing this intuitive eating, when you're not really restricting, you're gonna feel how the food makes you feel. So of course, the more junk that you eat, you're gonna feel like junk, right? So that doesn't mean never have it, right? But if you're keeping maybe like a journal, like I said, maybe you're gonna write down, okay, the food you ate. Later on, maybe you're having some brain fog, maybe you're having some digestive issues. Okay, you can look and say, and it doesn't necessarily even mean that it's gonna be like a sugary food. Like for me, I love cauliflower, but when I eat cauliflower, it gives me really bad stomach pains. And I know that from food journaling. So I always suggest really trying this out. It's nice to have something to follow that's not like making you think like, oh, you got to go to grocery store, you got to get all these special foods. No, you're just going to learn to eat when you're hungry, eat till you're full. Okay, learn, okay, you know what, what's my triggers? Okay, when I'm stressed out or when I'm anxious, it makes me want to just eat a whole container of peanut butter. I'm not talking about myself or anything. All right, so I hope that you have found this helpful. If you have any questions about this, you can write in the comments. Reach out to us. I hope you're all doing well, and we will see you next week. Take care.